Alright, welcome back everyone. So in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at interactive brokers, also known as IBKR. But before we do, let's set the like goal for this video. So the number of thumbs up today is set to 65 thumbs up. So if you can hit that right now, that'll really help out the channel. And with that said, let's get into the video. And so interactive brokers, this is a much larger platform with a whole load of features available. And with the likes of Trading 212, they actually use interactive brokers trading APIs. And so I set up my account using the Pro version. There's no longer any inactive fees. And so this has been a game changer for a lot of people like myself. Now quickly before I log into my account, I'm just going to show you the account sign up process. So here we have the start application. Now compared to other brokerages out there, it's a much more lengthier process. But standard questions, they will ask more personal questions such as how much money you have. And so I would just say be honest with the application process. And so give yourself 15 minutes just to go through the questionnaire and have that filled out. It may take a bit of time before you are fully registered, but just to show you the process once you are set up. So when you have two-factor authentication, when you first log in on the desktop, you'll then receive a message on your phone. And once clicked, your page will be redirected so that you can enter the site. So if we head over to the account icon and then go manage account, you'll see all the information that you supplied during the sign up process, and you can make changes. So we can see on my account here, stock level, I have access to pretty much every single stock option out there. There is pending option here for Hong Kong trades. And as I said earlier, fill out the form so that you're comfortable with all the questions that they provide. But you are free to make changes if you like. So if you want to trade in metals, then you can request access. And here you can add the different options as well. Now it may take 24 hours or so for the changes to be applied, but most of the time it's instant. And then some other changes as well. So let's just go on to the price in here. I'm hitting the configure icon tab, and you can see we have two different pricing plans here, either fixed or tiered. And so let's just take a look at the different options we have. So tiered system here, there's a decreased dependency on volume. And then for a fixed rate, it's generally geared for individuals that are buying more shares of a given company. But we check out the tiered pricing structure first. We can see for US stocks at least, we have 0.0035 cents, and that price is less than 300,000 shares. We can see that number decreases as we buy more and more shares. And then taking a look at the fixed for a moment, so we can see that we have a fixed value of 0.005 cents per share. So for most people, the tiered system is much better, and I'm just going to update and save the settings here so that I have a tiered system. For the majority of traders out there, tiered system will actually be cheaper. And so just be aware that when you change settings in the application, some of these changes can take place the next business day. So definitely feel comfortable with all the settings that you have before you start executing trades. And so let's talk about how we can fund our account. So at the moment, I've just got £100 held in my account. We can see we have the deposit button here, and we can set up a bank wire transfer. So set in GBP. There's a range of default currencies, so feel free to choose the base currency of your choosing. From here we have some warnings. The process I'm showing you does not have any fees associated when depositing. And then what you do is you click get instructions, and then you just fill out the following pieces of information. So send in instruction, type any string that you like there. For instance, interactive brokers, or specify your building society. Next, the account number. Even though it's optional, it's a lot easier if you provide the account number of your building society. And then the account nickname. I just provided the name of the current account, and so that was good enough in the process. And then you define the deposit amount. And then once you click get wire instructions, you'll be provided with additional information. And all you need to do is supply your account user ID. It will be specified on the page. And so when you send money from your building society, provide your account ID as the reference. And then from my experience, within 10 or 20 minutes, money was funded into the account and I was ready to trade. And so there really are so many settings. I'm just going to go back to manage account, but just calling out some of the key points here. So if you are into dividend investing, if I just click configure here, we can see that we can either receive cash or we can reinvest. And so on my end, I'm going to save so that the setting is with reinvest, but you're free to choose whichever one. Sometimes you are prompted with an agreement. All you have to do is supply your signature, which is your full name, and then save the setting. And if you're unhappy with any of the settings, you can always revert them at any time. So it's not a problem if you make a mistake. Another call out here is the stock yield enhancement program. So During the sign up process, you may have seen the option. If you didn't see it, you can always change the setting. On my end, I've already submitted and it's pending approval. What I have read though is that it's requiring a large amount of money within your cash portion of the account. But what's great about this is that if your stocks are sent out to other individuals, which the likes of Trading212 does automatically, the difference with interactive brokers is that they provide you with a percentage so that you receive additional money during that process. Trading212 will actually take your shares and lend them out to other users, but they won't provide any money during the process. So this is another great point with interactive brokers. But as I said, the figure is a large sum from what I've read. And so I'll provide you with an update on the process for this stock yield program in future videos. But the option is there. Equally, if you don't want any of your shares lent out, unlike with Trading212, you have no option. You're automatically opted in, but interactive brokers provide you with the option, which is really nice. And one of the really nice features with interactive brokers, unlike that of Trading212, is that you can hold different currencies. So even though I have £100 in GBP, we have a couple of options here. I can click on convert currency at the bottom here, or in the search I can type currency conversion. And here we have a toggle on the right hand side. And so I can select GBP from my base currency, enter the amount, and then convert to the currency that I wish. And so for instance, USD, we can see a graph of the exchange rate. These prices match pretty much what we see if we type in USD to GBP on Google. The one thing I would call out, and it's the reason why I haven't converted just yet, is that ideally you want to do this conversion once with a large amount of money. So I'm going to be funding my account with a lot more than what I have currently. And the reason is that even though we have a really nice conversion, there is an additional fee when the conversion takes place. But it's really nice that we can hold multiple currencies. And then when we buy into stocks and subsequently sell out of those, for instance, Apple, then we'll still be able to hold within the likes of USD, given that we have that account separation. And so those are just my initial tips once you have set up the interactive brokers account. For anyone that hasn't done so already, there'll be a link in the description. To be explicit, there is $200 that I will receive, but realistically, I'm unlikely to receive this because individuals have to be holding account minimums of at least $10,000 in a given year. So it's quite a large ask to make, but feel free to use that link or just set up the account on your own. It's completely fine. And I will be providing more videos in the future relating to interactive brokers and actually executing orders in the future. So definitely stick around and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. New videos are posted each week, and with that said, I'll catch you in the next one.